Hi, this is Kevin Kgm Jam, owner of Pro Advertisers Club, a totally free site to advertise. Go to Pro Advertisers Club and join for free today and start advertising for free. Okay, I have gotten to a new source. I have 3 different locations I can stream from on a regular basis. And the first one, I wasn't sure if it was the internet or StreamYard. So I'm at the second one and I'm experimenting, and it seems to be working better. So it might be the internet at the other location. I was there for like a week. So I'm just experimenting, kind of like, and this is what this video is going to be about as I play my daily Splinterforge. I come here twice a day. Splinterforge, you use your Splinterland cards that you have over on the Splinterland game, and you bring it over to here and you play it. But so I'm thinking that I've solved this problem as far as the internet, that it's not StreamYard, is actually my internet. So let's go and do some battling real quick. If you're familiar with Splinterforge, they just started a new survival game, and I haven't got into it yet. I really don't want to touch it. So basically, this is all I do is I do the weakest monster, and what I'm trying to do now, these are my 2 summoners. These are all my summoners, but these are the 2 I like to use. I can get that to work. Yep, see, it's freezing up, so I don't know if this is going to work. Okay, here it goes. It's kind of shaky, but anyway, so then you pick your fighters, which you do that through your favorites tab. I've got a lot more cards of this, and you can do 2 battles at once, which saves some time, and that will eat up 60 minutes of your mana. And see, it's still kind of, I'm starting to wonder if this isn't StreamYard, because I should be able to stream. I only got 1 tab open, so it's not like I'm overdoing it. But right here is your mana, or stamina. I'm sorry, stamina, and you get maxed out at 1,000. So if I come twice a day, it doesn't max out. You get 1 per minute. So every hour you get 60 stamina. Okay, and then these are the points, the Kgm coins. That is their token, and you can stake it and collect it, and it's on the Hive engine. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to battle, and I just do this over again and over again. I could be a lot more strategic and time consuming, but like everybody else, I ain't got the time to mess around. So I do want to collect my Kgm. So what I'm going to do is battle. Now I'm number 80, and right now, if it was to end, if this monster was to die, which it will eventually, I'd get 485 extra Kgm. If you place in the top 100, you get extra. So that's why I come twice a day. So battle. I'm going to pick my 2 summoners. I'm going to switch over to my fighters. And then and these are my favorites. These are what I usually get the best results with. And I just do it over and over again. I could go individually and change out the cards, but I don't have all day to do that. So I just do it this way. But this is like, I'm hoping Veve is eventually going to be like the Hive engine, where they've got all these different groups making stuff for the platform, and Veve just manages it. Vive's the central platform that everybody can build upon and do stuff like this. So in other words, these cards that I'm playing with, you either would be able to bring in from something like Splinterlands, or Veve dropped them on their platform. And so these are NFTs, even right here. So the ones on Veve would be NFTs also. Just like you would Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon game, or any of these card games, because card games are very popular, especially in the physical world. And once they catch on as NFTs, it's going to be a tsunami. Absolutely a tsunami. And that's why I'm showing you these games. Yeah, I do love Veve. Vive's my favorite platform out of all of them, but I'll show you the other ones because a lot of them are doing things that either Veve is going to do or already doing or need to do type thing. And it's a good time. I'm very excited for the future of Veve. All these people complaining, I don't understand it. I do understand the fact that, yeah, they want it to move faster. Who doesn't? But you know what? You got to give them time. Uh, which means you have to trust them. You have to have faith. And if you don't, then why are you messing around? And how are you helping the community by complaining? And it just, to me, doesn't. It's counterproductive. And if all the reason you did it was an investment, well, then you're breaking your own rules, because if you thought it was going to be a quick flip, a quick profit, and it's not, that's on you. Because nowhere did Veve ever will promise you any profit, let alone a quick one. It's a digital collector's app, and if you like collecting, and that's my problem, because I have a hard time selling when I should be selling, you're going to love Veve. You're going to love HRO. You're going to love all these platforms because they have everything that a collector likes to do, all in one place, and that's called the metaverse. You'll carry it around on your phone, and you access it on your phone. And imagine you're a person who has to ride an hour a day on a train back and forth to work. That's what you're going to be doing. That's just an example. I mean, of course, you wouldn't do it while you're driving. Maybe you're a passenger, and maybe you're one of those lucky people that don't get seasick or motion sickness when you're in a car while it's driving. And you can play these games or mess around in the metaverse. Or maybe you're on a flight going across the ocean and you just need some waste of time, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But guys, that's what's coming. That's what the infrastructure is. But all the things that they're doing behind the scenes that we don't see is exactly what I'm talking about. And I can't even imagine what they got in the pipe. Who knows the cool stuff. But I do love the burning mechanism. I am a big fan of the burning mechanism. I like it because it gives you control on how to play the market. It gamifies it, okay? And a perfect example is HRO, which I'm going to make a video of that. Whoops, I can't do that yet. I got to get my... See, I just keep doing this so I run out of all my stamina. But anyway, HRO's like right now doing a, what's it called? Combining crafting. And you have to burn 5 cards, 4 uncommon and 1 epic to get this legendary, which is basically just the epic that they made into a legendary. But here's the thing. There's only allowed to be a max of 300 of them. And as of right now, there's only 122. So people are charging, and that one is going for $140 on HRO. That's a market creation. And it's got 1 day left. Okay? So people who own the epic are selling it for 100, 110. So, and that's the gatekeeper. That's the everything's got to go through that epic because there's multiples of uncommons and they're going for like $3, $4. So it's easy to pick up 4 of those if you don't have it. But the question is, do you want to burn it? Because if you're burning the uncommons, which you can only burn digital collectibles, not the hybrid, you're now making uncommons very rare. 4 at a pop. Then you're burning an epic that's going to make that more rare. So you could literally burn everything and end up with the legendary that will be cheaper in value than the uncommons and the epic, theoretically, if it goes that way. So you gotta kind of strategize and figure out which one do you want to do. See what I'm talking about? The gamification of all this. So, and then you don't want to burn, like I keep multiples, I try to, because that way I've always got one in my collection. But you don't want to burn it up because now you don't have it in your collection. So there's the collector part, and then there's the investor and that trying to gamify it, etc. All that stuff. It's absolutely, I love it. Absolutely love burning. Now, I am not in support of like the comic books degrading the longer you hold them and if you read them. For me personally, that's anti of what the internet's all about, the blockchains and NFTs, because then it takes it out of control of what happens to your NFT. Because why would you invest in something if it's just going to degrade over time? If that makes any sense. I'd rather do it the burning way. And that way, you literally could buy a $1 comic on Veve today and have the only comic left. If nobody was paying attention, they just started burning it, you could end up with the one of one comic. That would make it probably worth, 10, 20, 30, 100, whatever. No financial advice, just speculation. Just love talking about it. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. But anyway, that's what's going on over at HRO. So I've got 407 more. And I just do this twice a day. I do it in the morning and in the evening when I get a chance. I do Golem Overlord. I love the DraftKings. I don't gamble on the DraftKings. I do the NFT section. And that's where I love to collect the NFTs on it. And you can use the football NFTs of the players. Once you own them, you can enter free contests and win money. They usually got $15,000, $20,000 pots. And, there's a lot of people playing it. But so not only do you own those NFTs of, like, say, Patrick Mahomes, then you also, they go up in value because, there's only so many of them. And they're mint numbered, like 1 through 1,000, 1 through 100, depending on what the size is. Now, I made a video. I don't think hardly anybody watched it, but I was talking about over on DraftKings, the early access NFTs was the very first NFTs that DraftKings dropped. And they were of, I think, 10 different athletes like Tiger Woods, Tom Brady, stars in their field, like a tennis player. I can't, Osaka, Naomi, I think her name is. Anyway, I'm not too familiar with other sports. But the point is, they're limited edition, 5,000 and less. They're going for like $1 or $2 a piece because nobody sees any value in them. But what I see value in them is that, one, they're the first drop for DraftKings. And then on top of that, they're the first appearances for, if not all, most of those athletes on the blockchain, which means in that regard, they're going to be valuable one day. How long? I don't know. Go grab some. $1 a piece. How can you go wrong? Even if they never become, which why they won it, I don't know. But remember, first appearance, first of anything in any collectible area is a very big deal. And when people don't see that and they're giving them away, that's when I think the smart people accumulate. Buy low, sell high. What do the smart people do when things are low and nobody else is buying? They buy. They don't just buy anything. They buy what they think. They look through everything. Everything's down. So they pick the best of the cream of the crop that they get at a bargain price, and they patiently wait for it to come back up, and then they sell. It's a simple formula. Why can't I get it right? But I'm getting there. I'm starting to perfect it. I have to be more patient, and I got to stop selling things when I only make it a 10% profit. Yeah, 10% profit's nice, but I'm selling too early and I missed the bull run, and then or I don't sell at all because I think it's going to keep going up forever, and I'm a collector, so I like to hang on to things. So then that screws me because now I watch it go down and go down, and I don't know. Some of these NFTs, if you owned them a year and a half, 2 years ago, and you sold them for $50,000, and now you can get them for $1,000, I could have 50 of them if I had just sold. But instead, I saw it at 50,000, but I didn't sell. And then it started, and it took like 2 years to get down to the price it's at now. So you're like, every day, you're like, oh, it ain't going to go down no farther. Well, I'm not going to sell it now. I'm down 20%, even though I'm still up 80%. And before you know it, they got a term for somebody. I think it's idiot. I think that's a term they use rather loosely. But anyway, live and learn, right? And that happened to me in Doge. I've told this story a million times, but what it proves is that if you're patient, it will happen. That is, I invested $750 in Doge way back in the, it doubled to 1,500. And so what I did was I sold it. Not bad, double your money, right? In a couple weeks. Who's going to complain about that? Well, see, it's starting to freeze up, so I might have to end this video. The only reason that I sold it was because I thought it was going to come back down, buy more, and keep going up. But all of a sudden, in the next, actually it took 6 months total, but I'm going to end it here because I can't, it's frozen up. But in the 6 months total, it went up to $130,000. And because it started going up, I didn't buy in because I said, oh, it's just going up, it'll come back down. And I watched it go up to 135, 40,000. And yeah, it was sad. It was a sad day. I should have just waited because I didn't need the money at the time. I was trying to play the game that I don't ever see that I participate in. And I actually mixed out the second one with Veve. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and doing live streams when I get the kinks worked out, because I'm just recording. I'm not even streaming, and I'm having a hard time. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's StreamYard or something else. I thought it might be my internet. But like, subscribe, go to Pro Advertisers Club, sign up, advertise for free. Have a nice day.